Don't ask me to try to forget this unpleasant thing and go and play football. Welcome to Sounds and Stripes Forever from WKR Public Media, a survey on American composers as we lead into America 250. And on today's episode, I begin with a letter from a young kid. Dear Mother, I have written this to tell you my worrying secret. Now, don't cry when you read it because it's neither yours nor my fault. I suppose I will have to tell it now without any nonsense. To begin with, I was not meant to be an athlete. I was meant to be a composer, and will be, I'm sure. I'll ask you one more thing. Don't ask me to try to forget this unpleasant thing and go and play football. Please, sometimes I've been worrying about this so much that it makes me mad. Not very. As you can probably tell, Samuel Barber was a bit twee as a youngster, and his parents in Pennsylvania took notice. By 14, they had enrolled him in an early track at the Curtis Institute in nearby Philadelphia. Rather rapidly, some of his works became well known to the public. His School for Scandal overture, and at 26 years old, his string quartet, which contained a slow movement that he knew was something special. So much so that he made a string orchestra version of it, which premiered during a radio broadcast from NBC's Symphony Orchestra under Arturo Toscanini in 30 Rockefeller Plaza Studio 8H, aka the same place that Saturday Night Live now uses. Well, as World War II emerged, Samuel Barber joined the Army Air Corps and continued to write music for the soldiers and the war effort, including his only work for band, a commando march. But as the war ended, inspiration kept coming, with Barber's skill for the voice apparent in his many art songs he composed, but also in 1946's Knoxville, Summer of 1915, and his Pulitzer-winning opera from 1958, Vanessa. So popular was Barber that when Lincoln Center was being opened in the mid-1960s, 3 separate works commissioned for the new gem of New York City's cultural hub, including another opera, Antony and Cleopatra, which he wrote for his longtime friend, muse, and queen of the Metropolitan Opera, Leontyne Price. She remains the greatest interpreter of Barber vocal works. Yet another of that Lincoln Center triptych, his piano concerto, earned Barber his 2nd Pulitzer Prize. Now, if you're looking for works of Samuel Barber you might be interested in, I would say one called the Capricorn Concerto, which he wrote and named after his home that he shared with his partner of 40 years, Giancarlo Menotti. Very touching to him if he's going to name his own house after it. But when it comes to the Barber Adagio, of all the recordings, I would say look for the one with the Tokyo String Quartet. There's a final surge in the big climax of the music, which makes that recording especially my favorite. Now, another work might be enjoyable to you, especially if you have a little pet, is A Monk and His Cat, with text that goes way back centuries ago to a hermit monk, painting with a Pangur the white cat walking along the piano. Just a few works of Samuel Barber that you might be interested in as you learn about this American composer.